you solve or perpetuate your problems? Think about it. There was a great podcast by David Bayer. It's podcast number 69 called Eradicate Your Problems. I'll put a link to it in this warm up. But in there, he talks about, we have these two states. We have what's called a power state and we have a primal state. And the power state is where we're in places of joy and gratitude and being grateful. And in the primal state is where we're in that fear and doubt and maybe anger and we're upset and there's anxiety. So think about this. We have these problems that maybe have existed in our past, and we pull them to our present even when they don't exist. So for example, you may have a program running that says that this thing happens to me as it pertains to financial insecurity or relationship insecurity or, whatever it happens to be that you have ruminated on a challenge or a problem in your past. And now here you are, you wake up in the morning and you're sitting there and you let that problem jump into the present and you ruminate on it. And remember, our brain is a goal achieving machine. And what I mean by that is that whatever we choose to focus on, it says, well, you're giving energy to this. So now we have to show you how this potentially is something that can still occur and will happen. And so our brain starts to build a framework, a perspective, if you will, around that problem. So the problem may not even exist right here in the moment, but we ruminate on it and we bring it to the present. And then our brain says, well, it's here, let's go out and find it. And he tells a great story in there, kind of a metaphor about these two monks. And these monks are in an order where in this order, they're not able to touch women. And so they're walking through the woods and they come across a woman and there's a stream and she's trying to get across the stream. And she's, oh my gosh, I can't get across the stream. Could you help me and get me across the stream? And so one of the monks quickly picks her up, puts her on its back and carries her across the stream and then sets her down on the other side of the stream. And then they keep going. The other monk was like, I can't believe you did that, but didn't say anything. And then they make camp that night and that other monk still hasn't said anything. And then 2 nights later, they make another camp and they still haven't said anything. And finally, it's getting late in the night. And the monk just said to the one that picked up the woman, said, I can't believe you did that. And the monk said, I can't believe I did what? He goes, I can't believe you picked up that woman. And he goes, I did. I picked up that woman and I put that woman down on the other side of the stream. You know what? I can't believe that you've been carrying her for 2 days. Don't you think it's time you put her down? And we do that all the time. Think about that. Have you ever had something happen to you and you wake up in the morning, you're still ruminating on the problem, even though the problem doesn't exist? So maybe have a mantra or maybe have something in your brain when you realize you're doing this to say, you know what? Wait a second. Is this benefiting me? Am I in a power state or a primal state? Why am I allowing that thought to come into my mind in this moment when the problem doesn't exist, but I'm creating it? And also listen to his podcast because he does a great job of explaining this. And we do this all the time. I'm guilty of this. We all are guilty of this. And the more that we can allow a thought to come into our brain and have the ability to let it go, the more power we have in how we choose to run our lives and our emotions. And it also has an impact on how we affect other people. I want you to think about it. If you know there's somebody who needs to hear this, please share it with them. Please follow me. And I want to say be awesome, make it a great day, and go out and help somebody. We'll talk to you later.